Alright guys, welcome to another video. Today's video, we're gonna work on this 2003 Chrysler Town & Country. Gonna replace the radiator. We gotta hurry up. We got some storms coming in. We got some cold wind. You can see the leak right there. Let me get that out of the way, that hose. So the radiator is cracked. That's the reason I'm replacing it. Let's go ahead and get started. Got my tools. Got some tiny bits of hail right now. Got all these strips of antifreeze right here. Plain green, as you can see. Okay, we're gonna need to drain the antifreeze. I believe I need pliers for this. Let's go get some pliers. We're gonna remove the cap first. That'll make the water flow a little bit faster down there. Now let's go down underneath the van. It's gonna be on this side. I don't want to make a mess, so I'm gonna try and attach a hose underneath that right there. Sometimes you can get away with it and just put a hose and it'll drain right underneath. Otherwise it's gonna make a mess. If it doesn't drain from here, you're gonna have to drain it from the lower radiator hose. Okay, let's go ahead and loosen it up. Okay, I have to move the camera out of the way. Go ahead and loosen it up with the pliers. Right, there we go. We got a better flow. Okay, it's just about done. Has a small amount. Just be careful whenever you store this antifreeze. Just don't leave it out in the open, because if you have pets like cats or dogs, they will drink the antifreeze and they will die. So just be careful where you leave the antifreeze. Okay, well, we're down here waiting for it to drain. Go ahead and loosen this one up, the lower radiator hose. This hose is very bloated. Okay, moved it on to this side. Okay, once this other side is done draining, let's go ahead and close it up. Okay, now get a pad under here because it's going to drain a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to need both hands here. Hold on. See if I can break it loose with this. Just be careful not to puncture it if you're going to reuse the old one. I'm not going to reuse this one, so I don't really care too much. So this one. You can already see a little bit of antifreeze leaking. Yes, that worked very nicely. Ready with the catch cup here in the pan. Okay, now we're up top. Okay, it was stuck in the bottom. Leave it right there for now. When you squeeze this one, it's still leaking down there, the lower radiator holes. Small little pick. This one is really stuck on there. twist it and it'll come right off. Let's have some rust in there. Okay, we can start by removing the Phillips screws. Go ahead and remove these. This one's going to be a 10. Need a flat head, I believe. Okay, just be careful. Once it reaches the top, it should pop right up. Like that. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Once again, this is a 10. Work it all the way around. This one's stuck on there. Coming up. Now you can get it with the pliers. Okay, it popped. It should come right out. This plastic should come right out. Just be careful. All this stuff can be brittle. Came right out. You have a bolt here. bolt here. You can go ahead and remove the reservoir hose. Twist it if it doesn't come out. Just put it on the side. Okay, it's one. It's two. Careful not to lose these. Move the other one. Seems you have to remove this bolt. Let's go ahead and remove this bracket though. These two bolts, this side. These are 13s. Makes it so much easier with the impact gun. You don't need it, but it's a lot faster. Okay. Just put it up the top. Just be careful with the battery. Don't make it touch the positive one. So now we have more room. Go ahead and remove these. These just pop up. Just broke this one where the hose mounts to. So brittle. Go ahead and remove this one up top. We will get a wrench. I believe it will be easier with one of these ratcheting wrenches. Okay, if you're going to remove this hose, you can remove it right now. It's way easier to remove it once you remove the top part. Just go ahead and remove the plugs. This plug and the other one. Doesn't seem to have the little security tab, so it should pop right out. Yes, it's missing the little orange tab. This one, just need a screwdriver and put it right there underneath. Let's go ahead and do that. Oops, broke. That's not very good. I have to replace that. We're going to go ahead and remove the upper radiator hose. Need some bigger pliers. Hold on. Okay, these pliers are a bit overkill, but they might do. And stuck it in the bottom. Okay, I got it stuck. Let's go ahead and pull it back. Go ahead and get the pick. Should be free right there. Yep. Just twist it and pull it. Okay, let's go ahead and remove both fans. Has one bolt right here. believe that's it. Let's go ahead and remove it. This one right here. It's a 10mm. Should slide right up. There we go. Put in the bolt right here so I don't forget which one's which. Now this side. Okay. And slide it up. I'm gonna put this one here temporary so I don't lose it, so I know where it goes. Okay, I got some other pliers. Hopefully with these I can do it. Came out. This car does need some motor mounts. These things are shot. Let's see if I can get some light in there. Same thing with that one. That one's also shot. Has some rubber bands. Nice little touch. I like these rubber bands, my people. Let's go ahead and compare them. Little baggie here. Okay, this is the old part. Right here, let me get the flashlight. So right there, this is not focusing. This is where one of the problems was. It's cracked. Does it not want to focus? Let's go ahead and install the little rubber things here at the end. Got one here. Slides right in. Let's go ahead and do the other side. Slides right in. Let's go ahead and put all the other things. Okay, now we're gonna put these top ones. So just copy whatever is on there, the flat side on this side and the little bump to the inside. So same thing here. Goes right in. Let's go ahead and put these bolts, or no, later. We'll put them later. Let's go ahead and put the other ones. Got two of them. Okay, need a tool to push that one down. Okay, just need something to push it down. Hold on. Just be careful not to puncture the radiator. Just a little bit more. Just close this one. Okay, it's good. Let's go ahead and install this radiator. See what problems it gives me. Alright, that went really smooth. Alright, I forgot to press record, but that went really smooth. Just line it up nice and straight, it'll go straight down. It'll give you a little problem here with the power steering. I don't know what it is, but that hose over there on this side will give you a little problem over here, but it'll slide down easy. Let's go ahead and line it up. Now the radiator has to go on the bottom of this one. Not sure where to put the camera so you guys can see. Seem to have lined it up. Bad thing I couldn't record that. Once you line it up, you push this one down. Alright guys, after about half hour wrestling with these two bolts on the side, this one and that one, it would not line up. So it has some like gaskets at the bottom. You have to press it nice and firm on each side so it'll go in straight. Just press it down and it should seat down on both sides. So on both sides, press it down, insert the bolt, and it'll go right in. Time to tighten this one. Make sure it goes straight. Make sure it's lined up. Make sure you press it down on each side. Otherwise, it's not going to go in straight. Okay, don't over tighten. It's plastic. Okay, so here's where we're at. It's nice and solid, both of them now. Go ahead and connect the lower radiator hose. Okay, I'm going to remove the clamp. There we go. Twist it, make sure it goes in all the way so it's not kinked. Let's go ahead and install the fans. Sure it slides right in there. So it's going to slide right there on that side, and on this side it's going to slide right on the little lip right there. Perfect. Let's go get the other one. Same thing. The hole with the bolt on the top. So as you can see, it's going to slide right on the little lip at the bottom right there. And on this side, it's going to slide that little wing. Right there, that little wing and that little lip. Perfect. Nice and easy. Let's go ahead and install the bolts for these. Once again, make sure it goes in straight, the bolt. The other side. Don't go too hard on it, it's plastic. Just snug. Okay, you can connect the fans now. And have to replace this one, like you said earlier. Now the other one. Down here. Okay, it's connected. It's missing the little lock. This little lock, it's missing it. Now we can install the upper radiator hose. Alright, we're going to go ahead and install the thermostat. I already removed it, it's just 2 bolts. It was broken. That's the old one. It's in pieces. So to install the new one, let me put this right here. To install the new one, just put the thermostat in that way. It's gonna have some grooves there. Match it up with the grooves. Put on the gasket, just install it. Install a little bolts. Maybe easier, not sure. Whatever is easier for you. Keep it in place. We'll put the other bolt. really, if you can, go ahead and hand tighten them first. You do not want to mess up the should go enter nice and freely. Go ahead and tighten it. Not over tighten it, but it has to be somewhat tight. I don't have a torque wrench that measures inch. I'm just gonna have to eyeball it. Should be good. All right, back to the hose right here. Go ahead and install this hose. Okay, this hose, one end is smaller than the other. So the smaller end, the smaller little hole goes to the thermostat. I'm gonna put a little bit of antifreeze in there. Okay. That antifreeze did help. Make sure you put the correct this thing on each side. One is smaller than the other one. Right, looks good. Camera did not get it. Oh yeah, it did. Perfect. Make sure the lock thing is inside. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so far we got the top radiator hose, the thermostat. It's not going anywhere. Lower radiator hose, the 2 fans. Let's go ahead and see. Not sure if we'll be able to put this one in. Yeah, pops right in. This one actually broke, unfortunately. This one doesn't have a little tab. Just stay like that. But it doesn't make too much noise, otherwise I'm gonna have to put something here. This hose, right, put the inside on top. I'm gonna have to cut this thing. It's really in bad shape. Hopefully it doesn't affect it in any way. Okay, it's better. Okay, let's go ahead and put this one on there. I believe so. Make sure you line it up with the bolts. Sure you line it up. it doesn't line up whenever you close the hood, make sure you revisit that, because this thing should line up. Okay, that's one, that's two. The other side. Okay. This thing. These in just a little bit. Don't put them in all the way yet. You might need to move this thing to line up the bolts on the rest on the corners. The ones on the corners. Other side. Now the plastic clip. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. Let's go ahead and tighten the Phillips. Have it on the lowest setting on 1. It's good. Alright, now you pop these things in. Same thing on the other side. And so far, we are done assembling it back. The only thing is left to do is put the antifreeze. Let's go ahead and put the antifreeze. Alright, we're set. Let's go ahead and start filling this up. Sweet antifreeze. Go ahead and turn this thing on. Air bubbles. You gotta get all that air out. Keep running the car, adding antifreeze. Got to get all those air bubbles out. All that air out of the system. Currently have the heater Just a little slide and on. Still working all that air bubbles. Still has some air bubbles.